Oh, hello there. Welcome to another retrospective look at one of the projects I worked on in my live streams. It's the world's greatest Juggalo bowler. Whoop whoop, y'all. My name is Shovel with Precious Juggalos. Here I am getting ready to get my beverage ready for the stream. I always do. This time it was a cotton candy Faygo. Before I start cleaning the piece, of course this piece was covered in years of dust from sitting on some old person's shelf for, I'm sure, decades upon decades. In fact, I believe this piece is just as old as I am. There I am looking at the date, and I did confirm. I think it's actually a couple years older than me. That's old. Anyway, I'm just about ready to paint here. I'm getting my brush ready. It's got a little bend in the tip. I'm trying to get it all straightened out. I cleaned up my workspace. I like it clean and tidy. What can I say? Now I'm trying to show you a wound I got on my head. I don't know why. Maybe I should start painting. Maybe that would be a good idea. At some point, it probably would be a great idea to start painting. Looks like I'm getting some pictures for social media. Oh, the content. The ever necessary content. Constantly producing content. What I need to be producing is painted pieces. Here we go. Here we go. This is the stuff. Now we're off to the races. I am, in fact, painting. Obviously, starting with the white face paint. It's the only thing that makes sense for a Juggalo face, right? So we're getting our first coat, our base coat of white on this world's greatest Juggalo bowler. This piece I actually decided was just for my personal collection. I have a pretty extensive collection of Big Lebowski toys and memorabilia, and I figured this would be a good addition for that shelf. So that was the plan. That's why you never saw this one in my shop. I do have a shop, in fact, as I bring that up. It's a Square site. If you look at my profile, you'll find a link to it. If you would like to look and would like to support me, I've got all kinds of interesting pieces for sale on that site. Also follow me on Facebook. You can keep tabs on what I'm working on. I'm also running some auctions for some pieces on my Facebook page exclusively. Can't find them anywhere else, so you might want to give me a little follow there on Facebook. Still working on the white paint. Obviously, you can't really see it very well. This is before I changed my camera angle. So it's just straight up, top down. There he is. Doing a second coat of white, it looks like. If you can't tell, I am live streaming while I'm painting, so during those pauses, I tend to be talking to my audience. Pretty lively group. If you're ever feeling the need to kill an hour out of your day, I stream every day, Monday through Friday, here on YouTube, from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Would love you to join me over there. There are no requirements. You could just be a creeper and a lurker, just there to watch and not really participate in the chat, or participate all you want. You can do as you please. The whole point is to have an hour during your day that's just peaceful and calm and just generally enjoyable. I was cleaning up his mouth. I didn't want to have any paint in his mouth. You can see it's pretty clean now. Looks like we're done with a second coat. Oh, nope, we're going back to the white. Want to get a good, solid coat of white before I start painting black. Like I said, I do have a very lively live stream audience. Lots going on in the chat. Always fun topics that we bring up. Check it out. I'm also on other socials. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Everywhere you can find me under the name Precious Juggalos. In fact, you could just Google that at this point, and you'll find me. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube as well. Right now, I'm very close to having 500 subscribers. That's a huge milestone in the YouTube world. Help me out if you could. Just click on that subscribe button. That would be awesome, and I would appreciate it forever and always. Still working on that white base coat. It's starting to come together though. At this point, it's really starting to look like Fred Flintstone. It's kind of strange. I am part of a group on Facebook called Altered Moments. It's full of people that take precious moments pieces and repaint them or chop them up and turn them into other things. It's a real fun group. If you just want to join in the fun and repaint and change things, it's a good group for that, for inspiration. Or if you don't think you're so creative, but you enjoy seeing other people's creativity, check that group out. It's a pretty good one. It's a lot of fun, and you'd be amazed at what some people come up with. Showing some other projects I had at the time. That one I'm still not done with. The dancing boy and girl. I broke the music box that was inside of it. Absolute tragedy. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but that's neither here nor there. Can always tell I'm fully engaged in the conversation when my elbows are on the desk. Here we go. I believe we're on to day 2 here. I think it's time to start working on the black portions of the face paint. That white base coat is looking pretty good, pretty consistent. That was another piece I was working on at the time. Looks like I got the white back out. Oh, the flavor of the day that day looks like Country Time lemonade. One of my favorite beverages. Hot day, cold day, doesn't matter. It's just always so good to have an ice-cold Country Time lemonade. So yeah, it looks like we're doing a final spit and polish on the white face paint, just making sure it's completely consistent, that there's no patches or scratches or little missed little nooks and crannies. Looks like I'm doing a little bit more cleaning. Here we go. Now it starts to get fun and exciting. We're adding the black face paint. I talked before about how I wanted to keep the paint clear of the mouth so the mouth could clearly show. I maintained that as I painted the black on as well. Just wanted that little bit of bronze to show through, just to show some character in the piece. Sometimes you can lose some details. If you know anything at all about the Insane Clown Posse, the face paint we're going with here on the world's greatest Juggalo bowler would be the Violent J face paint. I've talked before about how it's kind of my default face paint. It's just the one that comes the most naturally to me. I am able to paint Shaggy 2 Dope, and I've done it quite a few times. It's just Violent J, I think, is more recognizable among people that don't know much about Insane Clown Posse. And then, like I said, it's just more comfortable for me. That little brush right there, that's my little tiny detail brush. Anytime you see that brush, you know things are getting serious. So I said before, I painted this piece for my personal collection. I spoke about how I have a pretty sizable Big Lebowski memorabilia and toy collection. Who here is a fan of the Big Lebowski? If you are, let me know in the chat. Tell me your favorite line, tell me your favorite character, tell me your favorite scene, anything. Tell me about your opinion of the Big Lebowski. I love it. I could tell you my favorite character is Walter Sobchak. That'd be the dude's Vietnam veteran friend. And in terms of favorite line, it's hard because there's so many good ones. But I think the standout for me right now would be when Walter draws a gun in the bowling alley and has his big speech about the rules. If you've seen The Big Lebowski, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Love that scene. I think John Goodman deserved like 5,000 Oscars for his performance in that film. So let me know in the chat, what's your favorite part of The Big Lebowski? It's really starting to come together now. You can really see what we're going for. What I like about this piece is the face is pretty oversized. It's got a lot of good real estate. Sometimes some of these small figurines have small faces, but this one, the face is kind of disproportionate to the body, and that's actually easier to paint that way. Easier to get a lot of details in that little bitty face when it's so big, so bold. There you go, a little close-up. Just getting ready for some extra fine detail work before I call this one good and done. Really close now. Just working on a little bit of the points, making them nice and sharp and crisp. One last touch, and that's it. There is the world's greatest Juggalo bowler. Oh, one little edit there with white. There you go. Remember to like and subscribe. Love y'all.